E-Gaming Bets. We accept bets on computer games online since 2011. Referral system for regular users and the first deposit bonus. Gaming devices store and the best choice of payment systems. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, Counter-Strike and StarCraft, World of Tanks and League of Legends. EGB.com. You know for sure who's going to win.
Getting tired of playing with the usual skins but don't have enough money to buy a new one? Get rich fast with CSGOFast.com. CSGO Fast. It's a strong chance of winning in every game. Several rooms with different game modes. Daily, more than 1,000 games, 5,000 players, and 25,000 skins at stake. You don't need much in order to sweep the board.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are back for qualifier number 4, day number 7 I think of the qualifiers to be trying to get into stage 2. Today we have CSGO Lounge versus Epsilon, and this is going to be an interesting one. I think this could be one of the better games we've seen so far in this tournament. The Swedes, however, do have themselves a stand-in. I think it will be Zelos, as you can see, coming from another Swedish lineup. So it won't be the worst stand-in the world, for sure. Obviously, for you today, we do have a few betting statistics. Ignore the slight lag. I'm just going to be bringing those up in the background if the bottom will work. Hopefully that will work quickly. There we go. We can see that both betting sites do currently favour CSGO Lounge. That could be for many different reasons. Obviously, it is the fact that at the moment, we're going to be seeing a stand-in, so that's always plausible deniability that the fact that, well, having a stand-in is never going to be the most helpful thing in the world. But, well, anyway, we'll be going into this one relatively shortly. As said, the pistol will be coming up soon, and, well, make sure you are ready, set, and go for this game. I think it's going to be a good one. If you disagree, fair enough. But anyway, we're going to be seeing, as said, CSGO Lounge versus Epsilon. I just quickly need to hide the little thing in the background. Just so, there we go. We don't want that betting set up for the whole game, do we, guys? But as said, we'll be going into the knife round. Yeah, in-game sound goes off whenever I tab out, so don't worry about that too much, guys. I have everything under control, I think. But anyway, we're going to be seeing armor on every single player. We've got Disco. He's got the utility. We've got Manice with the kit. And, well, we're going to be going underway. We have what looks like a quick boost coming in. Possibly an A play. Possibly a split towards the mid area. Not too sure as of yet. And, wow, Michu starts things off with a bang. One shot. What more do you need, guys? What more do you need? A one-shot headshot coming out from the Polish side to start off this game. As said, we're going to be seeing the split going onto the A site. Going to be a great position coming in from Manice here. He's got to find himself a kill, though. If he gets taken down, that's going to be 2 quick kills now for the T side. The bomb's comfortably going to be able to be planted. And actually, it is planted for the main area. Another one-tap coming out. Freddy taking himself one. It does leave it into a 3 versus 2. Innocent has picked himself up the kit, though. So this round isn't over just yet. Just got to wait for the push to be coming in. One player currently in main. We do have a player in Squeaky as well, but I'm not the biggest fan of people playing from there. And anyway, Mal's going to take 2 quick headshots. Lovely stuff from him, and they can actually start defusing using that kit. Mal's going to be spraying through the smoke. He's taking the bullets for his teammate, and the defuse is going to come in. Only 19 HP. Epsilon so close to winning that round, and Freddy, well, not going to matter. He will pick up the quad kill, but it's after the round has already finished, and that's going to be round numero uno going to CSGO Lounge. So a nice amount of headshots coming in there from, well, both teams. We're going to be seeing the force buy from Epsilon. They did get the buy-in, but most teams in this scenario will go for the 3rd round AK buy, but they've decided, nope, we're forcing up. Rez is going to be on the AK. Freddy going to be picking up the Deeg, and then an SMG and a couple of Tech 9s in the mix. But, well, the CT team, they've seen this coming. They've bought themselves 4 rifles, a lot of nades currently on Jero, but everybody else is lacking a little bit. And Cash, it can be a map renowned for being able to slow down the T pushes with these nades, but the push will be coming in onto the B site shortly. We're going to see Jero with the first kill, going for the second, not going to be able to pull it off, and another one from Rez. That AK is paying dividends so far. Mao's very, very low, and this could be a great amount of economy gained if the CTs are not able to clutch this one. Rez, he still has his AK, taken only half HP, so he's in a great position at the moment. There is also the flank coming in as well, and this is going to be problematic. Zealous will get taken down, though. This brings it back to a 2 versus 2. The bomb going down at least means that the Ts will be making a bit of money in this round. They've also done a lot of damage. You have to remember, the CTs, they brought up 4 rifles here, but here we go. Push coming in. A great shot coming out. Draco almost taking down both, but Maniz will survive. He's picked himself up a flashbang, but hasn't quite managed to find a kit, and that's going to be the round going to the T side. Great stuff from Rez, but it will be Drakoko. Is that it? Drakoko? I'm tempted to just call him Drak, because it sounds a little bit cooler. Let's be honest, Drakoko is a little bit too much of a mouthful, and Drak just sounds amazing. But yeah, the Ts, they use that AK well. Drak going to be finding himself 2 kills. 3 kills even with the Tech 9, and they managed to close this one out. So that is Epsilon taking the second round, finding themselves a bit of money to spare, and well, Mini's going to be saving, so they will go for the next round bye. So we're going to be seeing both teams on a bye yet again. P250s for Innocent and Michu. Mao's with the CZ, and then we have the Mag. Jero pushing relatively aggressively. There is potential for them to do a boost here, but it would mean Innocent has to push as well. And not forgetting, Maniz still has an M4, so this round definitely isn't over yet. Zealous with the What I would actually like to see from the T side is they play 4 players together and then play Zealous as the lurk. Because this is actually what they're doing. As you can see, if you look at the map, everybody, well, if the map actually loads properly, is it going to load? No. Well, everybody's off the map at the moment, but if you look at the mini-map, because for some reason that map's being a pain, you can see that he's on his own and every other player's sort of like spinning around in the same area. Obviously they've split it up a bit since I said it, since the map decided to go off, but this is a smart play when you have a stand-in, because a lurk role is someone who can just play on their own. And there we go, Rez finding the entry yet again. But yeah, as saying, playing on your own means that you're basically not changing the dynamic of the team too much. And there we go, Zealous going to find himself a kill. Currently the lurk player is actually Freddy. They've switched it up since the push. Garo going to be finding himself a kill and a Galil to boot. But this is going to be a 3 versus 4 scenario. Probably won't have the map until the next game now, because I thought, well, unless it... No. What is this? What is this? We're going to be seeing Zealous finding another one. Doing great stuff, actually. He's found himself 2 kills in this round, 1 with an ump, so 600 earned, plus the 300 from the kill with the M4. And the remaining 2 players, they look set to save. P250 and some Kevlar. Garo finding himself a Galil, but it definitely won't be the best buy coming in the next round. And Epsilon, they're going to be finding themselves the lead. Here we go. We're going to be seeing the 4-buy coming in from the T side. Perfect for them. And while, as said, just look at the CTs at the moment. They're just going to be saving. The remaining players that did have their stuff saved from the previous round will be continuing with that. No armor purchase for the remaining players. And while this should be a round that Epsilon manages to get for themselves, we're going to be seeing some possible aggression with the 2 guns that are saved. We're going to see Innocent pushing towards mid, and, well, Garo, it's just going to be a stack towards this site. So A will not be the place that he's want to be going towards. They want to stay over towards B. Obviously, they cannot know this just yet, but Zealous, I think he's just found out the stack. And here we go. It should be a push now going towards the B site. Drak going to find himself the first one. Could call him Draco, as in from, like, Harry Potter. Yeah, is he the evil one? Does he want to, you know, slither in? Sorry, terrible joke. But here we go. The push is going to be coming in onto the B site. Jero does have himself a Galil, but he's burning alive. 4 HP. Still going to find himself a kill. That's a decent effort from him. Still alive. Going to be finding one. Possibly another. No, he tags both, though. We do also have Mouse. He's got himself an AK. But he will want to bring this into the next round. Although, as you've seen, quite a few low players at the moment. There is still a chance for him to at least do a little bit more damage. Disco going to take down one more, though. Michu not going to be able to do anything more in this round. And he's just going to run away with the AK. Smart decision from the CSGO Lounge team. And, well, they do, of course, sponsor Star Ladder. So thank you very much to them. They're paying my Skrilla. What? You don't bite the hand that feeds you, guys. You got to know that. I may sound like a sellout, but they're paying for my Easter eggs. Happy Easter to anybody is of the Christian/Catholic origin. If you're not, celebrate it anyway. It's chocolate. Who doesn't like chocolate? That is a religion I will get behind. The chocolate religion. I feel like I'm sort of now putting it down on religion in itself, but I love chocolate. So we're going to be seeing, as said, the buy will, of course, be coming in from the CT side. Now, they managed to save one AK, so Miles will be picking that up. We're going to be seeing Spiro. Ah, that's who it is. It's Spiro. I've been calling him Garrett. I'm going to keep calling him Spiro now. Now that I remember who his actual name is. I probably should have known that from the start. But anyway, we're going to see Spiro picking up the AWP. Not sure why he has to change his name every single time. But it will be Drac taking the first kill. A great start to the round. The AWP is dropped. Freddy pushing aggressively straight into the hands of Miles. And that's going to be a trade kill back for the CT side. So even Stevens so far. It will give a slight advantage to the T side, but let's see. A nice shot from Michu. He's going to take the head clean off one of the players. He's going to be pushing in for backup, spraying at the door to try and find himself a little bit of damage, but nothing too much just yet. And while the bomb currently dropped towards B, Drac going to be looking for that kill, but nothing as of yet. Mal's waiting, perfectly timed for him. And he's holding down this B site very well in this round. So it looks like it will be a 3-2 situation unless we see some impressive play from Zealous and Disco. Disco going to be holding the angle, but a lovely shot from Mouse. He finds his third kill of the round. Looks like he's going for the fourth, although he should know roughly where this final player is. Not going to be checking the corner just yet, but an easy kill for Maniz. And that is 2-3. A bounce back coming in from CSGO Lounge. And, well, the T's should be able to buy. There's quite a bit of money on Disco and Rez at the moment. And that should allow them to pick up the AKs. I doubt we'll be seeing an AWP, unfortunately for them. So that won't be back into the round. And we're going to be seeing Spiro. He's going to have that as well. So, yeah, we're going into round number 6, guys. Obviously, from the betting, we saw that most people were favoring CSGO Land. I don't think it is far off as it seemed to be made in that betting, but Michu going to be finding the first kill. A quick trade back from Jack, though, brings us back into a 4 versus 4. Obviously, Zealous only has himself a tech, so won't be a huge amount he can hope to do in this one. Although, if he can get close range, it is very deadly from that scenario. Headshots galore. Always lovely. But as you can see, the spread coming out from the CT side at the moment. 2 players currently edging towards B, although one of them is currently playing in the, well, what is called the Envy spot, also known as Vent Room, I guess. You can call it Vent Room. Going to be seeing the push coming in from Freddy, though. Having a peek, not going to spot anything out just yet. The bomb is over in that position, but they've still got over a minute, or just under a minute, I should say, left. Zealous going to be finding himself one, but he's been tagged down to 12 HP. He did pick up that M4 as well. He was only on a Tech 9 just moments ago, but here we go. Drac also holding down the middle area, but he's going to rotate with his team. And now, well, it looks like all the players are edging towards that B site when the T's, they're going towards A. So this should be a nice, easy plant. I'm not sure whether or not the CTs will actually opt to challenge this one, because if they do lose, they will be pretty low on cash. A few players being able to buy, but if they can find an entry kill quickly, it is still possible. And there we go. Spiro going to be finding the first one. The remaining 2 players, though, they're very far away. They've got to rotate all the way around. He's going to be looking for someone else to make the same mistake. Otherwise, the T's, if they just hold their angle, it's going to have to be a nice, difficult one. Mini's asking for the HP. Only 3 left. Not sure what's going on with Spiro. I think he may have timed out there. That is unfortunate. There's no way someone would just walk into a wall like that. That was almost a trance situation. And, yeah, there we go. We're going to see Mini's call the pause. Unfortunate for Spiro. That timeout couldn't have come at much worse a time. He was just walking straight forward into a wall. And, yeah, that's going to give Epsilon a 4th round in a row. But here we go. Now that is going to reset the CT side. They would have been happy if they could save an AWP in the last round. But obviously Spiro, he's going to go into a mad trance and just walk straight into a wall and get sprayed down, which is, as said, very unfortunate, but there's nothing you can really do about that, except maybe buy better internet, I suppose. like, I guess that's about it. Other than that, it's going to be 4-2. We're going to be seeing the buy for the T's. As said, they did get reset a little while ago, so if some damage can be done here, it will keep their economy low. We're going to be seeing a boost coming in over mid, and a lot of mid aggression actually coming out at the moment. Innocent just currently sat in the smoke. Obviously, it will be just coming down to individualistic plays at this point. Do have a few decent pistols coming out and some armor, so it isn't over yet. But with the aggression already coming out from the T side, Miniz now knows there's players coming from behind, and this is where the pincer movement can come in. He's really going to need some backup coming in from B/middle to try and find something. And there it is. Spiro going to be trying to do some damage. Michu will find one in the meantime. Just tapping away. Disco will finally get himself that kill. 2 players remain. Innocent now, the last one left alive. And a nice easy cleanup for the T side. 4 players surviving. Drac finding 3. And, well, this is looking good for them. The only player who really is going down in these rounds is Zealous. So, the stand-in, currently bottom of the board. Not to worry, though. As long as they win the game, I'm not sure they're going to mind. Obviously, the winner of this will be going into the semi-final, then the final, and then that will be into stage 2. And from stage 2, you go straight into the LAN. So, pretty short process, really. There's only a few best of 3s to play. But, well, CSGO Lounge, they're going to have to make a little bit of a comeback here. It is only the beginning of the game, but we would still say that this is a CT-sided map. Obviously, the setups will have to change a little bit here because it's going to be a stand-in for Epsilon. So they're going to want to get as many rounds on the T side as possible. And there you go, Spiro. Double kill for him. No lag out this time. Innocent finding another one. And this is a good-looking round for the CT side. 2 players survive. They will be Freddy and Zealous. Obviously, Zealous playing the lurk role, so not going to be in the ideal situation here. And, well, Freddy getting low on HP. Down to just 5. Mouse is a little bit low, and so is Spiro, but to be honest, it is looking like the CTs have this one in the bag. And as said, well, the Ts, they do have a couple of players with a lot of cash, but the remaining don't have that much. So if they do lose this round, it will be getting closer to the reset. As said, the CTs are not in much of a better situation either, though, but keeping 5 players alive would be ideal. So it really is going to be down to how much damage these Epsilon players can do. And, well, we do have Spiro watching the position. Mal's going close. They are both low on HP, so it's possible. Zealous going to be choosing the wrong angle to throw that in, and Freddy, he's going to be done for. All down to Zealous now. The one standing player left with a dream. 2 low players towards him, though. What? The first to peak will go down a second as well, and that's at least a bit of damage. They're going to have to rebuy those guns into the next round, and this gives the T's the chance to reset. But let's see, are they going to be buying? Yes, they are. They're going to be dropping weapons for the remaining players, and AWP actually picked up by Disco as well, so here we go. The push going to be coming in. Drac going to be trying to spot out middle, but there is some early aggression. Spiro getting taken down a little bit, but nothing too major just yet. Freddy going to be stuck on a Galil, but this is because Disco's actually decided to go for an AWP, so they have sort of had to make sacrifices in positions. One of those sacrifices is with the nades at the moment. Only a few nades currently on Drac. Zealous, there's a smoke on Rez as well. The CT side, they still have quite a bit to play with, but they have had to spend an awful lot of their cash here. So the potential here for Epsilon is to reset again, but both teams, whoever wins this round, the loser will be in trouble. So let's see who's going to be able to pull this one out of the bag. We're seeing Disco. He's going to be waiting with the AWP, but it looks like he's got a little bit impatient. I'm not too happy with the fact that nobody's peeking him just yet. Less than a minute left on the clock. It looks like they're going to go for some sort of smoke setup, although the change of heart. And, well, Michu Innocent going to be finding 2 quick kills, so Epsilon are quickly onto the back foot. Another player pushing in towards Squeaky. This will be Zealous. The peak going to be coming in, though. Michu going to find himself another kill. There will be a tag coming in and a nice shot from Zealous. He's going to find 1. Can he find himself a second here? Innocent going to go down. This has brought it back to a 2v2. The stand-in making plays. But the bomb not going to be going down just yet, and it's actually rotating over towards the B side. This is smart play coming out from Jack, but by the looks of it, he will have to defend this 1v2 with an AWP. Not the ideal weapon by any stretch of the imagination. He's going to have to find one of these kills quickly, and he's going to go aggressive. This is smart play. If he could take down 1, he has a much better chance of finding this, and they still think it's A. Going to be pushing back. This could be the perfect play coming out from Jack, and he's not going to hit the shot. He needed to hit that one because now it's going to become more and more difficult. He's going to blind up Mouse. He's trying to buy as much time as possible, and he's going to hit the tag. This is devastating at the moment for Jack. He's not able to find this kill, and he's going to have a player coming in behind. Going to have to spear around very quick, but somehow the kill hasn't been found. Spiro, he's wasting so much time not being able to find this. Drac just running around. This is absolutely lovely from him. He does get taken down, but he's won the round nonetheless. What a play from Drac. 1 versus 2, and he just plays with the hearts of Zero. They will. Spiro at least going to get the AWP, but wow. Absolutely stunning stuff there. Really just running around. So, well, yeah, quite funny to watch, but because of that, we're going to be seeing just an AWP, a few pistols picked up. The T side get the break, courtesy of Drac. Not going to be able to afford his AWP, but there's a high chance they'll be able to get this one back in this round. It's going to be down to Spiro to go a little bit aggressive. Mao's going to be down straight away. Disco just pushing straight through. They know that the CTs are on an eco here. Look at Disco. He's still going. Already pushed all the way through. Where is this AWP? Now, the chance here is that the CT side will be able to buy back into the next round. So they really do have to make the decision. Do they want Spiro to challenge? And by the looks of it, he's playing a very passive position. Now, whether or not the T's will actually go on the hunt here, that's another thing. And, well, Spiro is helping his teammates at least find an UMP. Not the ideal weapon, but it's still something at least for them to go on the aggressive with. Spiro does have himself a kit, but he's going to have to just hide out. And leaving that door closed, he actually closed that just for the sound cue. So it's actually smart plays coming out from Spiro here. This AWP could be very useful into the next round. Innocent going to be finding a kill in the meantime. But now they're trying to close him down. He's going to find one. He's doing a lot of damage at the moment. You've got to remember, the T's did just lose a round. So, in the end, this has worked out very nicely for the CT side. Yes, they didn't win the round. It's going to be a 7th round for Epsilon, which isn't looking great. But they've saved the Galil. They're going to be able to buy an M4 by Spiro obviously not dying for 2 rounds. He'll keep his AWP, and now their buy is much, much more secure. And the T side, they've actually had to spend up a lot of money here, and now there's a chance for CSGO Lounge to reset them. This is where they need to capitalize. The hunt coming out there was a fairly decent decision from Epsilon, but they didn't capitalize. They didn't take the AWP, and because of it, they have been punished a little bit. But obviously, they're not going to get punished if they don't lose the round. Mal's going to be finding one. He's going to get closed in. And the T's, they've found 2 in the meantime. Spiro, he needs to find a couple of kills here. This flash going to be coming in, closing him completely out of the sight. The bomb at least will be going down. But here's the aggression from Michu. Going to find 1. Potential to find 2. The 3rd does not go his way, though. He gets taken down. Disco finding a kill. Maniz and Spiro. Perfect position from Disco. Going to find 1 and the 1 tap to close it out. Epsilon under pressure, but they find the round. And now CSGO Lounge, this is not looking good for them at all. This is really, really big problems for them now. They're going to be forced back onto what looks like another slight force buy, but 8 rounds already for Epsilon. As said, not sure how this will go on their CT side. It will just be 4 players with 1 player possibly playing the position he normally plays. That's sort of what you have to do. It's kind of difficult. You could just say, okay, Zealous, just slot into the place of the player that is missing, but it's not always advisable. Minis going to be finding 1. Freddy quickly trades. Minis also goes down in the meantime. Innocent getting tapped away. And there we go. Rez finally finds his head. Obviously not expecting too much from the CT side in this round. It is just a sort of eco. Getting ready for the next one. But this will be the 9th round on the board. As said, for me, this is a 9-6-8-7 CT-sided map. Obviously, it does depend on the team themselves. CSGO Lounge may play this map better on the T side. But whether they can bring enough rounds back for the CT side to even give them a chance on the T side is yet to be seen. And, well, Spiro at least finding himself 1. Mao's going to be the last one standing. He could just save the Kevlar here or try and get a gun into his hand. So far, not happening. And while Drac looks getting ready like he wants to take this out of his hands, taking a little bit of damage, Mao's will get finished off. So not even going to be able to save the Kevlar here. And we will be having a buy out from the CT side. They can get themselves an AWP if they fancy it, but they don't. It's going to be full M4s, full nades. To be honest, the AWP hasn't been doing too well, only with exit frags. We saw him get 3 kills in the round where they lost, which doesn't really add much value. Yes, it gave them a chance to reset the T's economy, but they didn't, so it's sort of, like, not really any point to it. It's like, well, you took 3 kills, we could reset them. Yeah, but we didn't reset them, so it makes no difference really to the T's. It is keeping them low, but If they get a 10th round on the board, this is going to be a horrific start. We're going to be seeing the T's spread out at the moment, just waiting for any aggression. We have seen some aggressive pushes. Mouse, they've been playing pretty close to this quite often at the moment, so I feel like the T side should expect someone to be in this area. They've already been pushing. When they do push B, they've been pushing it very well. They have players pushing in from different angles to be able to find this kill. Disco is low. Freddy currently holding on the edge of the smoke, and there we go. Drac, I knew he'd check that position. There's no reason why he shouldn't. Spiro getting tagged down very early on, and now there's only one player left on the site. 19 HP, getting flashed up. This is great play from the T side, just clearing all the angles. The pre-fire coming out from Drac, but he will get taken down. Spiro staying alive, could do some damage here. Michu going to be flashing himself through. He blinds up Freddy, a nice flash, finds himself one. It's now a 3v2, a 3v1. Great retake coming in. Innocent finding another in the retake, but Michu's the one doing the majority of the work, and now Zealous taking his time. As said, any damage here will hurt the CTs quite a bit. The T should be able to buy into the next round. It won't be the greatest buy they've had so far, but it will be a buy nonetheless. Smoking off one position, they should know exactly where he is now. But whether or not they can take him down cleanly is going to be another thing. There's 20 seconds left. Make that 15, and then he's going to close out the round. So finally, the CTs get away with winning a round with quite a few players remaining, 3 to be precise. And the T's, well, they're actually going to go straight for a buy. Drac going for an AWP. We're going to be seeing, I imagine, some Tech 9s, maybe a Deagle. Yeah, there's the Deag. Tech 9 going to be coming in on Zealous, and he's going to grab himself a smoke. So the nade's going to be mainly on Rez and Disco. We do have a flash and a smoke in the midst of that as well, but it is the CT side who have the better buy in this scenario. But they've got to capitalize on these last 2 rounds to give themselves a decent chance in the next. 9-6 with the pistol, definitely a possibility on a map like Cash. I don't think it's as CT-sided as it used to be for sure, but it does depend on the team you're playing. As said, Epsilon do understand it, but great start for Drac. He's going to find the entry kill. Rez does quickly get traded though, and that's actually one of the AKs down. Michu going aggressive. Look at Maniz here. He's just going to close the door. And almost Drac going for the wall bang! What was that? Oh my goodness. A nice trade there coming in, but what a shot from Drac. And this guy's still standing. Absolutely lovely stuff from him. Oh my goodness. 3rd kill of the round already. He finally gets stopped, but in the meantime, the pushers come in onto the B site. Drac giving his team a huge chance in this round. They need to get this bomb down at least to secure themselves some money for the final round if they do lose, but Freddy going to get the bomb down. It's Spiro and Mouse going for the retake. The Deagle in a decent position. Going to be finding a tag, but nothing too much just yet. Going to be waiting. Spiro, he's got to break this vent to push in, and he's going to find the kill. That's a nice start. Freddy now only has a Deeg to try and hold this one. The Molotov going to push him out of position, and this is where the utility really comes into play. He's going to hold the position, take himself one, but he'll burn alive, and that will be the round coming in for CSGO Lounge, but a very, very close one nonetheless. We're going to be seeing an absolutely insane round coming out from Drac, but it's not quite enough, and now, well, the T side, they're not going to have a great buy coming in. Going to have a couple of AKs. No head armor on Freddy and an Oomp and a Tech 9. So, yeah, not the best buy, but that round was so very close. This should now be a 9-6 half, unless we see some mistakes coming in from the CT side. They've got the better buy by quite a margin. Freddy going to be pushing near the smoke, but he'll get taken down. That's not the start they wanted. A quick trade coming in does allow one kill to go back in the favor of the T side, but they've already lost one of their AKs. Michu going to be finding another one. The push is coming into middle, and they're getting torn apart at the moment. Disco has found himself an M4 though, so that's something that they can play with. It is now a 2 versus 3. Michu, Maniz, Mouse versus Rez and Disco, and let's see whether or not the T's can make a difference. Obviously a 10-5 half, for me anyway, looks a whole lot worse than a 9-6, just because the double figures sort of skewed my mind a little bit. It's like the idea of £9.99 and £10. It's just that 1p always seems to make the slight difference, although in the grand scale of things, one round isn't that much. But we're going to be seeing the push coming in towards the A side. This does mean that Maniz will have the majority of the work to do. Michu will be able to get through middle or round towards car pretty quickly, but It will be down to Maniz to spot this push. He's going to spot it straight away, find the first kill. That's an important first kill. The Molotov going to slow down the push as well. This allows his teammate to rotate in. There's still 35 seconds left, so Doppelin can opt to change, but this is a difficult round to win. It's going to be down to the Angels. Maniz in a great position, going to find the kill. Definite improvement in the last few rounds, although they did come very close, but Epsilon's still going to be happy with 9 rounds. I do have to question how they're going to be playing this with a stand-in. Where will Zealous slot into this lineup? But as said, this is of course a best of 1. Anything can happen. We could see CSGO Lounge go absolutely ham on the T side. So don't question your bets just yet. We're going to be seeing the Tech 9 armor onto Spiro. He's going to be the raid boss. And then we'll see smoke on Maniz, smoke and flashes on Mouse, and the kit on Zealous. So he's going to actually be playing the utility role, which is interesting because that probably means he's going towards the beast. No, he's playing middle. Now that is interesting for me. I suppose they expect the A push to be coming in and he's going to be the lone player. It means the other players can play off each other, but Michu, he's going to start this round off with a bang. 2 headshots. Easy stuff from him. He's going to be walking onto the site. I'm not sure I completely agree with the utility player being the player who's standing in, but wow, he's going to have the kit. He is playing middle, so he's playing the Lone Ranger while the other 2 players split up, but in this pistol round, it was actually the aggressive CT players in this team who got punished. Mani's going to be taken down by Drak, who is having a pretty damn incredible game. 20-9 at the moment. The carry is real, but carrying on the CT side is a lot more difficult. Mouse going to be waiting. Drak going to be finding another one. Anybody want to check this guy's mouse? He's just hitting all those headshots. The remaining 2 players are behind quad though. Tapping away. And there we go. Quick cleanup. Innocent and Spiro finding 2 kills. 3 kills between them. And that's going to be 7-9. CSGO Lounge find the all-important pistol. But yeah, that's insane. I didn't even notice that. Look at the kills. Got more than 2nd and 3rd combined. Michu on the other side. The kill spread not as bad. But wow, just absolutely brilliant from him so far in this game. But as said, doing that on the CT side, it is a lot more difficult. The nade's going to be thrown over middle. There isn't going to be anyone there. The force buy has come in. 3 CZs actually. And a Deeg, a couple of Deegs. It is going to be possible for them to win this one. Don't get me wrong. There's 3 AKs though on the T side, which will make things much more difficult. They've already gathered up mid control. And it will be the peak coming out from Disco pretty soon, which will probably tell him where they're going. Although he won't be able to spot anything just yet. Currently have Maniz just on a Tech 9 and armor, possibly saving up for the AWP. It is normally Maniz or Spiro, although Spiro's probably the more common of the 2. Zealous going to find the first kill of the round, so that is a good start for the CT side. As said, these pistols are very deadly from close range, so they do have to be careful here, the Ts. They don't want to give any of these kills away. Obviously, the first player to go down wasn't one of the AK players, and this is where things will become a little bit more interesting. But here we go. Zealous going to go aggressive, find himself another kill. That's great start from the stand-in, finding himself 2 kills. But here we go. The remaining players going to be pushing in. I imagine Maniz will try and find that AK before the round is done. 2 versus 3 here. The T side have taken the advantage back after some Zealous heroics. It's going to be interesting to see. Is the vent already broken? Yes, it is. So, good chance here. Freddy doing a nice amount of damage. Finds himself the first. There isn't a kit, remember. Rez saving his teammate. It's now all down to Michu in a 1v2. Hitting the shots, but he's getting tagged a lot worse. Rez, what was the parkour? He just goes jumping up on the ledge to try and do some almost... I guess it was to try and spar the position, but doesn't seem to work in that scenario. He gets taken down. CSGO Lounge bring this back to an 8-9, and now we're going to be seeing an eco for Epsilon. Here we go. This should be a relatively clean round for CSGO Lounge. It looks like we're seeing some aggression towards the B side. This does mean that 5 players are going to be rushing towards Mouse. Not too well so far from the CT side. They're going to get taken down here. Spiro pushing in behind. He's only got 17 HP. Mal's going to be finding another one, and now Spiro going to get dropped. They've at least taken down 1. That's an AK, possibly for Drak. Going to be picking that one up. Can he find himself anything more? This guy has been playing out of his mind. There we go. The instant headshot finds the first kill of the round. Second kill, I should say, for the CT side, not the first kill of the round. That was the completely wrong thing to say in that scenario. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm clearly not perfect. Nobody is. Except maybe Sean Gares. He's beautiful, isn't he? Just to freak you guys out a little bit, you know. But you can't deny Sean Gares is beautiful. Even if you're like the most heterosexual man on the planet, Sean Gares is beautiful. But enough of Sean Gares. Let's get back to the game at hand. We've got Epsilon versus CSGO Lounge. The score is now all even, all square. And Epsilon, as said, playing with a stand-in on their CT side. Let's see how this one is going to go. Zealous going to be playing an aggressive position towards mid. He's gone forward, popped the vent on one side. So it is still intact towards the other. Only thing is, I imagine the T side will remember whether they broke the vent or not. So that does lead them to possibly suspect that there's someone in that position. They would have also heard it break. That sound can be heard from quite far away, but we do have Drak back on the AWP, the Dragon Law, of course. And now we see the gathering up. It's going to be towards what looks like middle, although a couple of players currently boosted up. There's still a chance for this position to pay off. Actually got Zealous standing in the corner now, looking at the wall. This gives him a little bit more extra sneaky beakiness. And they're not going to spot him out. He's going to find himself the first kill. The flashbang going to be coming in. Can Spiro trade? Yes, he can, but an instant trade from Freddy. A little bit of bait coming in on his teammate, but it doesn't matter as long as they get the round advantage. And there we go. Michu getting tagged very low, but somehow finds the instant headshot. It's going to be a 3 versus 3. Don't forget, Drak is still standing. They don't currently have a kit within their mist, so the CT side don't want to be letting this bomb go down. But Drak finding one more. Mini's going to be very low, and Epsilon, they find themselves their first round on the CT side. Straight off their buy, and well, we're going to be seeing the AWP still kept intact, so that's one of the most important rifles, and we're going to be seeing actually a buy coming out as well from the T side, so not the best buy. But well, the thing you sort of have to look at here is they want to be keeping the CT money as low as possible. That's sort of the idea behind this. They want to make sure that the CT side don't get to build up a huge amount of cash, because that will be the problem. The thing is that came in the last round, there was enough rounds won on the T side that they were able to keep buying right until the very end, where you saw them actually have to eco, and that's when CSGO Lounge actually managed to get 3 rounds in a row. So if they let them do that on the CT side as well, just the economy game being played by Epsilon could be enough to win them the game. However, if they lose this round, they will be on an eco. So this is a very important round for CSGO Lounge. But you have to take into effect as well that if Epsilon do win this round, it's going to be the T's on an eco. So whatever happens here, somebody's going to be punished. And, well, for the sake of CSGO Lounge, on the T side, it's going to be hoping that it's not them. Zealous going to be taken down, though. That's a great start to the round. But look at this Drak on the site. He's going to be very difficult to take down, although the Molotov will be doing some work. Freddy coming in to help, and there we go. They take down Drak, but it is now a 3 versus 3. Spiro could actually find himself that AWP if he does get onto the site. He's going to be wanting to do that. A nice kill coming out from Michu. This guy is really starting to step up at the moment. But there we go. Rez going to take down one. It's still a 2 versus 2. Mouse going to be finding one as well. And look at Doppler. What on earth? How has he managed to get into this position without being spotted? He's screwed. I'm not really sure what he was doing there. Sort of just sitting, crouched, looking around. Actually, both players are on the site. I'm sure they've both been spotted as well, so someone probably could have let him know. But as said, CSGO Lounge now win a round, and now it's going to be the reset of Epsilon. And this is what makes the CT side so difficult. If you don't have the cash, it's actually a very difficult side to play. And just look at the kills still. 24 kills on Michu, 25 kills on Drak. So Michu now starting to play the carry role, although Mouse and Spiro not as far behind as we see on the opposing side, but here we go. Rez going with the dig. Not going to be finding Michu just yet. He is going aggressive, but Michu hitting the perfect headshot. He has been playing phenomenally on this T side. We're going to be seeing as well Spiro. He picked himself up a free AWP. One thing you never want to do in any game is give the AWPer of the opposing team one for free. Saves him so much money, but a nice tag coming onto Mouse. Drak still finding these shots. He really is playing well. 8 is hot at the moment. You never know. Future talent. There's a plenty of Swedish teams around. We're going to be seeing a couple of them coming up later. But nice cleanup in the end for the T side. Keeping every single player alive. Obviously, we got Ancient. We got... Is it Denda? I'm not actually sure how you pronounce their name, because it just... The letters just... Or Dendedy or Dended... Dendi or whatever, but they're going to be coming up later. I did see that HLTV seem to have swapped their name, so I'm not sure if they've recently changed orgs or changed hands, but I haven't looked into it, unfortunately, guys. I am not... Well, I've been casting all morning, actually. Casting for the eFrag channel. Just doing a little bit of the Asia qualifiers. Not quite the same quality of matches as these ones. Two teams that probably around the Tier 2, Tier 3 scenario, whereas the Asia qualifiers, I feel like that they were a lot further down. Some very, very big mistakes made by some of those teams. And they don't seem to know what Molotovs are, which is always quite funny because they just keep standing in them and burning alive. I think we saw like 5 or 6 burn kills, which was weird to see, but Doppler, he's going to get trapped out. Rez tries to help. He gets killed as well. This has actually been a double eco coming in from the CT side, so this is going to be a 12th round now on the board for CSGO Lounge, taking the lead for the first time, I think, in the game. No, they had the pistol round, but that doesn't really count. We're going to be seeing Zealous find himself one. A dink coming in onto Spiro, but the round in the end goes to CSGO Lounge, 12-10, and, well, now it's going to be down to the CT side. And look, as said, the T's have now built up a nice amount of money. Here we go. 12-10. Double orb setup coming in for the CT side. Disco and Drac going to be picking those up. Drac has been very, very good with the AWP so far, but this does mean they're going to be splitting their defense. One towards middle, one towards the B. And actually quite a loose hold currently on the A side, but because the highway position is actually so very close, they can rotate so fast. And actually they've got 3 people currently watching mid, so very high mid pressure coming out from the CT side. It's understandable because we do see CSGO Lounge take over it quite often. The smoke going to be thrown out by Rez to slow down any push towards the A side, but at the moment it's only Drac who's taken any real damage. I feel like everybody else is still on full HP. Going to be seeing the push shortly coming in towards the A site by the looks of things. Still got the lurker of Mouse over towards the B site. He's been playing there for the majority of the game. The boost going to be going back into the vent. Still 2 players in that scenario, but it does look like the push is going to be coming in towards A. We've got 1 player playing towards Squeaky Door, 1 player towards main, and here we go. Actually, now they're rotating back. Nope, yeah, it will be. The smoke going to be coming in, the bomb going to be thrown over. Let's see. It looks like they're a little bit confused as to where they're going. Possibly a boost over mid here, and this may have all just been a fake. The mid push going to be coming in. Nope, they are going back to A, so a very confusing strategy coming out, but it will now be the split onto the A side. We're going to see Freddy get the first kill. Quick trades coming in, allow the CTs to get on top, but quickly, wow, 3 kills for the T side. They find everything they needed, and now it's all down to Disco. Surely he has to try and save this AWP in this scenario, but every single player really did do some damage there for the T side, except Innocent, but, well, you can't have it perfect, guys. 4 kills that went relatively quickly. However, Disco will quickly find 1. Still isn't going to give him... Well, I thought it might spur him on to try and go for the kills, but no, he's gonna chill. He's gonna save that AWP. And while there is now a loss bonus of 2,900 coming in for Epsilon, it will mean that from this they could possibly buy some SMGs, drop a couple of rifles or something, but it's not going to be the ideal situation. Disco will be able to drop... Yeah, he will be able to drop FAMAS. We could see Freddy buy one up as well. Well, actually, all of them can buy a FAMAS if they drop the head armor. So it really is up to them whether they want to go for a buy here or a buy in the next round. But if they don't buy here, I feel like they are letting the game go very, very close. And, well, they're going to be going for some pistols. That's an understandable risk. Like, it's not as high as if they went for the full buy. That could cost them the whole game. But what you have to talk about here is the likelihood is CSGO Lounge will be taking this to 14-10 unless we see something impressive. We're going to be seeing some aggression going out towards B, but nothing too major just yet. And well, this could be unfortunate for Epsilon, because as said, or Epsilon, I always say it Epsilon, just because it's sort of what I think it should be, but it's not, it's Epsilon. We're going to be seeing what could be the problems of having a stand-in. I'm not blaming Zealous, I don't think he's had a particularly bad game, he's not bottom of the board by any chance, especially for a stand-in. But the thing is, just even tactically, it doesn't work out quite as well. We're going to be seeing the smoke come out of MBK, but Michu's already found the entry kill. This guy, I think, does it say he's 14-2 currently in this half? 14-2. I know, I think the first few kills sometimes include, like, the knife round and stuff, so just ignore the top stats, but the second half ones are normally accurate. But Drac will find himself one. Again, he's still got 26 kills in this game, playing very, very well, but look at the push coming in from Drac. He's going to find another one. This is looking better from the CT side. Obviously, the remaining two players for the T's do have slightly better inventories of what they have at the moment. They've got themselves the AWP. Oh, Disco. Lovely shot to stop them getting, but the bomb is now with the CT side. This is the perfect round from Epsilon. They give themselves a huge chance back into this one, and now they're going to have their double up setup back, and they haven't had to pay for the secondary one, so that's lovely stuff from them. Round number 25 coming up now. CSGO Lounge, they will be able to buy back into this. They had a lot of money saved. Freddy going to take a horrible 2 damage off that smoke. Not really sure how it did 2, but the Molotov going to be pushing Innocent back. And, well, it looks like they've called in a stop. Clearly someone has crashed. We're going to have to wait for a moment, guys, because it does take a little bit of time to reset the config. Will it continue from everything? Oh, actually, no, that was perfect. Never mind, clearly they fixed the problems we had from the other day. I think something went a little bit wrong. To be honest, the damage was there was actually more damage on CSGO Land at that point in the round, so not bad for them at all. They'd probably be happy to unpause that. So we're going to be seeing 14-11, 13-11, sorry. We've got the buy coming in from both teams. Drac going to be picking up one AWP. Rez going to be picking up an M4 as he drops the AWP to Disco. And, well, getting underway, Epsilon do have one of the best buys we've seen in a while. They managed to build up their economy again, thanks to winning on that eco. But here we go. Spiro, he's on the AWP. Molotov going to be dropping into the same position. Nade not really going to do any damage this time. So, as said, 22 HP gained from the T side. Very happy to pick up that one. But here we go. Drac going to be the first one down, and that's an important problem. Now, Mani's finding 2 quick kills. Maybe calling that stop wasn't the best idea in the world. You can always say, what could have happened? Maybe they'll do it again now. Yeah, guys, can we stop again? We've just lost 2 players. But CSGO Lounge starting off very, very well. We know Mani's can step up when needed. He's currently not having the best of games, but Even, you can't say anything's bad about Even. Freddy going to be holding the angle. Going to take a kill as well. So that's a good entry since the 2 players did go down. But Zealous jumping. Innocent, getting a little bit panicky there, but it will be Spiro to find himself the kill. Freddy now going to be the only player left on the A site. The final player, Disco, is rotating in, and this round has not gone to plan for the Epsilon boys. But here we go. Freddy going to take down one, stepping towards a Molotov. He will burn himself alive. Michu going to get that kill. Of course, Michu's going to get that kill. And now we're going to be seeing Disco all alone. I think Maniz thought he was a little bit lower just because the Molotov seemed to kill him, but Disco now, an awful lot for him to do here. Probably won't be an eco for the CT side in the end, just because they did save, as said, quite a bit of money by picking up all those guns, but, well, it's not going to be an easy one, and if they lose this round, it will probably be the game. It will be a second, well, once you lose this round, they'll only be getting 1900 into the bank, on top of what they already have, so this is do or die now. Drac obviously picking up a gun. Disco going to be going with the AWP. Drac really has been playing phenomenally throughout this game, but Michu now, he stepped up. The points is equal, and here we go. Spiro going to spy the first player, and Disco is down straight away. We're going to see some aggression coming out from Rez. Michu in the corner, actually blind, but he's going to peek out, and Rez finding one back. Zealous picks himself up the AWP as well, so this round is actually even at the moment. It will have actually helped the CTs. For normal circumstances, you'd say, oh yes, with the advantages with the Ts. I mean, it is slightly, but the fact that they only had a pistol on one of the players, losing a player, getting a kill, picking up that AWP is perfectly decent for Epsilon in this scenario. They're going to drop that to Drac. I'd say that's the right decision. And, well, let's see what the Ts have left in the bank here. They've got plenty of nades. Maniz going to be burning Rez, push him out of position. Is he going to go through the smoke? He looks almost tempted. Going to be holding very, very close. The remaining players look like they're boosting over middle. Nobody currently holding that area here. Lining up the smoke. Great position from Maniz, but he's going to get tagged. Going to find one. If he finds a second as well, this will be over. But no, Rez is going to find one, but he'll get traded. A 3 versus 2. Missed shot from Drac. Not something we've seen too often in this game. He isn't playing as well on the CT side as predicted. And peeking into that angle, Spear is going to find the nice, easy kill. Freddy, 1 versus 3. This is for the survival. Although we've seen some pistol rounds come out from Epsilon, I feel like the teams will know that they're forcing into the next round. So it is really down to this. Freddy in a 1 versus 2. I feel like he has to challenge here. He's given himself a chance by finding that quick entry, but the position of the bomb, it's not going to make it easy. Although, actually, it is planted default, so he could get in and sort of avoid Spiro's gaze. He does have himself a kit, but never mind. Spiro going to be finding that kill. 1 more round, and we will be going into what will be the next game, which will be Ancient versus Den, or whatever they are now called. And, well, that'll be a Swedish battle, which will be interesting for me. I am a big fan of Pronax, so I'm looking forward to that one. Well, I like Twist, Schneider. I like all of them pretty much, so can't really say. I like that team in general, but they will have some tough opposition. So here we go. Possibly the final round on the board. Only pistols being picked up here. Possibly a counter boost getting ready to come in, but they've got to be careful here. Michu, oh, he's going to spot his head. Can he shoot him through? Michu going to get the majority of the damage onto the CT player, and there we go. Innocent going to be taking the entry kill of the round. Mouse finding another one. Innocent finding one more. This is all but over, surely. Unless this man, Drac, can find some phenomenal headshots with this CZ. Going to be taken down. And now Zealous, the stand-in. It would be expected, or unfortunate, that he is the last one left alive. He's got so much left to do. His teammates have no faith in him, but maybe he's going to step up and just prove them wrong. 2 kills straight away. An awful lot for him to do, but at least this is a platform for him to show his skills. Hasn't had a particularly bad game. 14 to 25 as a stand-in. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, especially when you normally get given the positions you don't want. He's going to throw out a smoke. The bomb going to be going down, and there we go. Spiro going to finish this one off. Guys, that is map numero uno. We'll be back shortly. Don't forget, you could type !caster in the chat to let me know what you think. Tell me what you think the next game score is going to be, or just to shout abuse at me. Obviously, thank you to our sponsors, EGB, CSGO Fast, Acer, Twitch, CSGO Lounge. Anyone, thank you very much. And we will be back after the break with our second game of the day. Be back in a moment.